especially for a vehicle that represented a supercar option for Chevrolet. The 2020 C8 Corvette generated some hype when it was first introduced. Following the car's introduction, there was a great deal of anticipation, and orders quickly began to flow in. Unfortunately, there was too much demand for the automobile that Chevrolet could supply on time before they realized what was happening. Following that, the market for the car kept growing, and many fans and enthusiasts continue to support the future models. You could ask yourself if this is the right moment to buy the C8 or if the market for the C8 is finally turning now that manufacturing of the 2022 Chevrolet C8 Corvette has been finalized and is now focused on making the 2023 model. And we will provide answers to all of these questions today. The issue of remaining supply limits was one of the factors that distinguished 2020 and the aftermath of the COVID-19 epidemic in the automotive industry. Almost everything appeared to stop during the COVID-19 pandemic, although vehicle manufacturing increased. The issue with these delayed production plans was that Chevrolet had already received several orders from customers who were interested in the vehicle. Even once everything returned to normal, they still had to make room for those vehicles and any more orders placed. Supply and demand couldn't keep up and things quickly got tricky. Soon, Chevrolet was closing its order books earlier than usual. Additionally, it progressed to the point where it was stated that some orders would not be fulfilled but would be postponed to a later year. In the Chevrolet market, this tendency has largely persisted, with demand consistently outpacing supply, allowing the price of the automobile to reach new highs routinely. While the situation is largely unchanged in many markets where the car is sold, fresh information was made public earlier this year in February when it was revealed that Chevrolet had just increased production of cars. The average price of the C8 Corvette decreased as anticipated due to the change, after seeing the price hit observed new peaks for several months. Even if the trend was short-lived, it was sufficient for a few prospective customers to obtain the vehicle. Now, many people have been looking forward to this for a while. Additionally, the C8's third year of production only highlighted how well consumers were still prepared to pay for the vehicle. What's intriguing though is how long the value of the C8 began to drop. The C8 Corvette is unquestionably a very classy vehicle from Chevrolet. However, it didn't exhibit significant problems besides transmission-related concerns in some of its vehicles. As was previously mentioned, falling prices didn't truly endure, and soon enough, Chevrolet was forced to delay manufacturing repeatedly. It then brought up a new supply problem. This time, the issue was more with the need for more materials for the car, which wasn't good news for prospective buyers, but it did turn out that those who already owned the car seemed to be the ones who enjoyed it the most. With a relatively low car supply, it was soon found that most people seemed to enjoy it the most. In reality, folks were selling their cars for top dollar, so that they may upgrade or even save money for Chevrolet's C8 Z06, the brand's most desirable model. The Z06 has been making headlines for a while and is unquestionably intended to replace the Stingray with a much superior vehicle. The Z06, which is still scheduled to be introduced in 2023, is likely to break demand records, especially it is one of the most anticipated vehicles for that year. The car is expected to compete with some of the finest luxury brands available today, and although being a less expensive alternative, it will undoubtedly be of the highest caliber. A few months back, market research company IC Cars published an investigation they conducted to illustrate which types of high-end automobiles were being sold beyond the manufacturer's suggested retail price or MSRP. They found that the C8 Corvette was still selling at high prices. According to the data, the average price for the C8 Corvette Stingray was estimated to be 19.3% above MSRP or more than $15,000. The study went on to show how price appears to be influenced by market factors. Consequently, it forces potential purchasers to consider their options carefully before choosing the Stingray or splashing out on the Z06 with extra cash. Even though the C8 appeared to be in a highly fascinating position due to the analysis, several other brand names filled out the top 10. Thus, the C8 wasn't the most expensive vehicle, and placing the C8 from the number 11 position. Now, thank you for reaching this point. Make sure to finish this video to know more. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. And like, comment, share, and hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos like this. The Jeep Wrangler stood at the top of the list, costing 26.7%, more than the MSRP. The list includes the Mercedes-Benz GLA, Porsche Macan, Jeep Gladiator, Ford Mustang, and hybrid Ford Maverick. Responding to the implications of the findings for the Corvette, Carl Grower, the lead analyst for IC Cars, discussed how production hiccups had been the Corvette Stingray's main obstacle since its introduction in 2020. Since then, with the business unable to meet the extraordinarily high demand. Since the mid-engine Chevrolet Corvette's arrival for the 2020 model year, demand for the car has outstripped supply, according to Car Grower, and the high demand helps the car frequently sell for more than its sticker price. As a result, customers looking to purchase a new automobile can anticipate difficulty locating inventories and higher than average pricing for popular models. In addition, due to the backlog in demand, shortages of new cars are expected, and the conflict in Ukraine and Russia has resulted in manufacturing closures and higher prices for raw materials. According to the analyst, Car Grower continued with this. He offered his advice on what customers should do in situations like these. Buyers would have to choose comparable options that weren't pricey, and while many people want to buy new cars, it can only be the only reasonable option. The C8 is intended to be among the least expensive alternatives you can get from the supercar line. Thus, the advice is undoubtedly not expected to apply to it. A visit to Corvette World revealed that the facility was still not full of automobiles as you would typically expect, raising the possibility that Chevrolet was still not supplying as much as anticipated. Corvette-based Channel Edge of Speed also stated that the pricing was still very high. The introduction of the 2023 C8 Corvette into production should have done little to affect these costs, which should make for a fascinating story. However, demand will remain high if there aren't enough cars to meet the growing demand. Early in 2023 is when the 2023 C8 Stingray is expected to be unveiled, and the starting price is anticipated to be around $65,895 plus. So the best alternative is setting the price for a sum much higher than the $73,395 plus threshold. Fans and enthusiasts are left with an intriguing choice to make due to this. It remains to be seen if potential buyers will still move for the car at a high price or just move for the Z06 that would undoubtedly offer more but come at a much higher price since the cost of the C8 is not looking to reduce anytime soon, and there are clear indications that the market has not turned. What do you think about the C8's price? What predicament do you believe this places prospective purchasers or even owners in? And that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel. Also, please leave a comment down below. Before you leave, if you love cars, you might want to check out these 10 crazy micro-electric cars that you will love. So, if you want to know more about these cars, make sure to click and watch this video here. See you there!